Tomorrow is a solemn day in American history. It is the 19th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. Frank Siller is with us. He's the Tunnel to Towers CEO. Frank, it's a great pleasure to have you and an honor to have you on this program today. And
Thanks.
I know you're hosting the 9/11 ceremony tomorrow, and Vice President Pence will be speaking. Can you give us a preview of what we're going to see?
Well, we're proud to have 130 9/11 family members that will be reading the names of all those who perished 19 years ago. Vice President Pence reached out and said he wanted to participate in this in our ceremony because the 9/11 Memorial and the museum decided not to read the names out loud, so we took on that responsibility. So he's coming to join us to make sure that we honor all those who perished, and he'll be doing something very spiritual that day, along with his wife, Karen Pence, will be there also. And they'll be reading something that, once again, is very spiritual. So, you know, our foundation, we do many things. We build smart homes for our catastrophically injured service members. We pay off mortgages for first responders who died in the line of duty, especially police officers and what's happening to them these past few years, for sure. And we take care of Gold Star families. But our first responsibility always will be to honor the sacrifice that was made 19 years ago. And we're going to make sure we do that tomorrow.
You lost your brother on 9/11. I want you to share his story with us, please.
Well, his story is very incredible. It's inspiring. You know, he had just finished his night tour in Squad 1 in Brooklyn. He was a firefighter, and he was on his way home to play golf with myself, my brother George, and my brother Russ. God bless his soul. He just passed away recently. And he heard on his radio scandal that the towers were hit. So what do firefighters do, first responders? He went back to his firehouse. He got his gear, drove to the mouth of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, where it's closed for security reasons, strapped 60 pounds of gear on his back, and ran through that tunnel. Now, the viewers don't know that a lot of the tunnel's almost 2 miles long. So he ran with 60 pounds of gear through the tunnel, went up West Street to what we believe the South Tower, because we never recovered him. But he gave up his life while saving others, and he inspired his older siblings. He was the youngest of 7, so he inspired his older siblings to do good, and that's why we started a foundation, and we're doing the work that we do.
That's an inspiring story. And frankly, I find this inspiring as well. Your foundation has raised and spent over $250 million. Frank, that is an extraordinary amount of money.
It is, because you know what? America is the greatest country, right, in the world, ever existed, right? And we always say, we, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, we say the goodness of America, the generosity of America has to take care of the greatness of America. And the greatness of America is those who are willing to die, Barney, for you and for me and for your viewers. Every single day they're willing to die for us. Let it be our first responders or our men and women in uniform. And as a country, we got to let these families know that if something happens to their loved ones while they're protecting us, that we're going to take care of them. We're going to take care of the families that are left behind. And that's what we do at the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. And we're blessed that we've had so many people join us on this mission and on this journey. It's far from over. There's just so many of those who have to be helped and taken care of, and that is our goal. But once again, we're so proud of what we're doing tomorrow. You know, the 9/11 Memorial decided not to do the tribute lights.
I wanted to get into that, Frank. I wanted to get into that because they didn't want to do the twin beams of light, and they didn't want to read out the names of the dead. You managed to get that reversed. Give me 30 seconds on how you got that reversed.
We got it reversed because we were going to do it, and it was shame on them, and there was tremendous pushback for 9/11 families. But you know what we did, Vonnie? We're still going to read the names because they're not. But we have lights. We just did one last night in the Pentagon. I was down in Washington, and we're doing it in Shanksville tonight. We're going to have those lights shining in 2 places that were never there before. So out of that bad decision came some good, and that's what our foundation is always about. Turn evil, turn bad into good, and let, brothers and sisters, San Francisco said, while we have time, let us do good, and the work we do is good. And thank you for having me on today.
Look, no, we're not done. We're not done. No, we're not done. I need another 30 seconds for you to tell me where you got the $250 million. I suspect it's from ordinary Americans who want to cherish the memory of 9/11 and the victims. Did it come from ordinary people?
We are a grassroots foundation. Now, we're blessed that we have Home Depot and General Motors that donate millions of dollars to us every year, and thank God for that. But we count on people donating $11 a month, and we're blessed. We had the Dinello family that just made a huge donation today, and there's going to take 50 people off our waiting list. So it's the Dinello family, which is
that is wonderful.
It's incredible. But
Frank,
we count on the $11 a month. Most Americans could do that. $11 a month, we could take care of every cop, every firefighter, every service member that give their life for our country every year if people donate $11 a month.
I think you might bring in some money. I hope you do. Frank, you're a good man. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be seeing you tomorrow, and that's a promise. Thank you, sir.